Hey everybody, welcome back. Here's how to make $100K in the next few months working with new home builders and developers. Let's do this. Okay, everyone, let's just dive right in and not waste any time. Okay, first thing I would do, and first thing I did do, create a Google Sheet. This is going to be your Bible going forward, and it's going to evolve as you add information, update information in it on communities, builders, product, pricing, what's available, what's not available. So make sure you keep that, and as you go forward, you're going to continue to update it. So next thing is find the geographical area that you want to work. I would really suggest that you work something that's close to homes. You're not driving all over the place. Now get on the Google and start putting in keywords such as new homes, new home communities, new construction. If you know a couple of the community names, then by all means put those community names in. The builders tend to play off of those communities like with their own ads and their own keywords. So when you put one in, you may get several in that same area. So that's going to work to your advantage. So what you're looking for is while you're on the Google, you want to find out what communities are out there, and what projects are within those communities. Now, you have to consider that it might be a community that's 100 acres, or a master plan community that's 500 acres. I've worked in a couple that were up to 1,200 acres. They're massive communities, and you may have 10 or 20 or 30 builders in those areas building different product. And then you may have also some other areas where a builder's just doing six. Maybe it's inner city or something like that, where it's like a sixplex of townhomes or that kind of thing. And so it's going to be different in every situation, but you want to make sure you name the communities on your spreadsheet, and then you keep track of who the builders are. Now, going forward, don't get rid of any builders. Make sure the ones that you don't want to work with, maybe you just make them a different color or something, but put the information in why you were not working with them. Maybe they don't pay commissions, that kind of thing. So again, just to go through it, you're on the Google, you're going to be finding your communities and the builders within those communities, and what type of product that they're building and that you're looking for. What type of product are they building? Semi-detached family home, like single family homes. Do they have garages in the front? Do they have garages, rear detached? Maybe they don't have garages at all, or townhomes, condos, that kind of thing. And then the pricing and availability. So you may not get all of this information. You may not get the pricing. They might not have it on there. And you may not have the inventory that they have. And honestly, what's online and really what's on their websites is going to be different from reality anyway. So in a really busy market, don't live and die by what the price point is. They could say, hey, we're starting from the 300s or we're starting from the 400s. And in reality, they're starting from the 450s or 500s because the market's moved up in price that quick. So again, get on there, information gathering. And the one thing I didn't point out, but you must get, is their phone number, because a phone number and their for that show home or for that area, the email for it, because you're going to want to track that going forward. Next thing you're going to want to do is start making phone calls. So what we're doing here is we're information gathering. It's going to be a little bit of a deeper dive, and this is where you probably are going to filter and narrow down some of the builders and areas that you're working in, probably some of the builders more than anything else. So what questions should you be asking? So let's just come up with a few here. So number one, what kind of product, if you're not sure, or just verify what the product is, what their inventory. So this is going to be a big deal. What kind of inventory do they have? Do they have quick possessions? We call them spec homes. Do they have any quick possessions, and what stage do they sell them at? And quite simply, or do they just have pre-construction? Maybe it's an area that just opened, and it's just start picking from the lots and place what house plan you want on that one and go to town. So 2 different scenarios. And here's the biggest question: are you working with agents? And if the answer is no, then what I would ask them is, were you working with agents before? And because what if it's super busy right now and they're not working with agents, that sometimes happens, you want to find out if they were working with them before, because you can check in with them every other month or every month and find out if they started working with agents as the market slows down. Okay, so really important. You don't want to put them off. They might be one of your best builders later on when the market slows down, and they may welcome you with open arms. So when you find out, yes, we are working with agents, find out what the commission is, because there are some scenarios in our city when they stop working with realtors when times are really busy. They may, or they slow it down. They might say, we give you a finder's fee of $1,000 or $500. Probably not the builder I want to work with. I'm gonna, if I have a lot of choice and someone is paying full commissions, that's who I want to work with. Now, for the odd person out there that's like, I just want to do what's best for my client. So do I, and there's still lots of builders out there that pay full commissions. I'm going to tell you something that a wise man once told me: know your worth. Don't work for free, and don't work for minimum amount of money when you can make it somewhere else. So next thing you want to do is jump in your car. Now, you may not want to do it this day. Plan a day for it, and jump in your car, kind of map it out where you're going, and you're going to start walking into these sales centers and talking to these guys. So what are we looking for? Again, product. We want to get floor plans, specifications. We want to find out if they have spec homes, if they have quick possessions, and pre-construction, what they have for lot availability. Get as much information as you can. And now, if they're super busy, try not to take up too much of their time, because that's not the best way to start the relationship. But if they aren't, get as much information as you can. You're building that relationship, and you're going to go on the pretense that you have buyers for the area, because you're going to have buyers for the area. So whether you do or not is indifferent at this point. You will have buyers for that area, and that's the reason that you are gathering the information. So you want to find out the product, you want to find out the price range, how quick are they selling, what their current inventory looks like, and this is a big one. As things slow down, what kind of incentives do they have? Okay, so what are the incentives? Now, again, you're hopping in your car and you're going out to the places that are actually working with agents and paying commissions. You're not going into work with builders that don't. So I know that could be the very obvious, but for some people it's not. What kind of incentives do they have? Do they have a lot incentive? Are they discounting those? Are they throwing in? A lot of times they won't discount the price, but they'll start to add a lot more options that they can do on pre-construction, and on so things like $10,000 worth of free upgrades or $20,000 worth of free upgrades. So these times are coming. It's been busy, but things are going to slow down a little bit. So again, just to summarize, your next step is hop in your car or your drone if you're watching this 5 years from now. Get out there, talk to the salespeople, get into the sales center, gather as much information as you can, and then go home with that, and we're on to the next step. Marketing. For new agents, this is going to be important. You got to start marketing, okay? Because you're going to have to start collecting your database of clients. You're going to start with your sphere of influence. Your warm sphere is going to be mom, dad, immediate family, siblings, and then your cousins, your friends. That's going to be your warm sphere of influence, and you're going to be shooting an email out to them based on what you found, and marketing those the product that you found. So let's say it's single family homes, and they have incentives up to $20,000 in freebies. Maybe put 2 in there, townhomes from this price. You are not putting in what area it is or what the builder is. You want them to come to you for that. Otherwise, people go around you. So your friends mean well, and you do not want your clients ever going to the sales centers ahead of time. You want to make sure that you take them through the door every time, because of those guys that if the client shows up without you, most likely 99% of the time they're going to cut the realtor out and they're not going to want to work with you, even though you can, you'll be like, hey, I found the client and I told them about you. They're not going to believe you. So make sure that you are the one walking them through the door, but sphere of influence first, warm sphere, and then it's going to be Facebook friends, Instagram, whatever else you're on, and then you can kind of post that one. You can post it as many times as you want. When you're posting for yourself, just a side note, don't keep posting, hey, I'm an agent, I'm an agent, I'm an agent, I'm an agent. I've seen this with new agents. Nobody cares. Do it once when you first start and post like, hey, I'm so happy that I just passed my license and I started with X Brokerage, and just blessed to be out there. Thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to my new career. That's the best way to do it. After that, don't keep telling everybody you're an agent, you're an agent, you're an agent. It really gets boring and people are going to stop looking at your stuff. But if you put some stuff out there that is like, hey, I've got incentives on new homes, $20,000 in free upgrades, and you're not naming the builder, now they have to contact you and go, hey, where's that? And then go, hey, can I call you? There's so much information that I can't text it to you. It's let's just have a quick chat, and then you're going to qualify them. Next thing you're going to do is you can place ads on Facebook Marketplace for absolutely nothing. Word of warning, though, you're going to have to keep updating the ads. But word of warning, you are going to get a lot of people that are contacting you about it, and they will be, let's say you need to qualify them, because there's going to be a lot of guys that don't qualify. So you got to get good at qualifying. But anyways, it's a good place, a good source to find leads. If they're not ready now, they'll be ready later, and you can put them in your database. And, as long as they're good with it, when you have future deals, then you can send them that information. So Facebook Marketplace, we have Kijiji in Canada. You're going to have more localized websites. Find those places that you can put free ads in. It's going to be the same idea. You're going to get lots of people that don't qualify and will never qualify, but still have that dream of buying. You're just going to have to filter through those people to get to the right people, and that's going to be by the proper qualifying questions, okay? Third thing is paid advertising. Facebook is probably the best place to go to. You're going to need a CRM, so a contact management system that is going to take care of where all your people are in. If you have to start with a spreadsheet because you're going cheap, you don't want to spend any money, that's fine. You can do that on a separate spreadsheet. And just make sure you have their name, you have their email, you have their phone numbers, and just ask them if it's okay if you contact them from time to time about deals and about real estate stuff that you've found out there that they may be interested in. So just make sure you ask them ahead of time so you're not breaking any local laws or federal laws. And then paid advertising, of course, going to be really important. Facebook is one of the best that we found because they're clicking on your ad and they're actually going there. And then when they put their information in, you know that they're interested and they're waiting for a phone call. So I've actually had Facebook ads that we've been running where people actually were mad at me because I didn't get back to them fast enough. So that's how good some of those ads can be and how powerful they can be. So, but you got to make sure that you're making the calls. Really, you got to make sure that you are actually going through all these steps. If you have to watch it twice or three times, write some stuff down and get out there and go do it. Guys, I built a huge business based on brand new homes. Still doing resale, but brand new homes and developments, and just put myself up as the expert. So marketing, that's just a little bit on marketing. Next thing is you definitely want to make yourself the expert for new homes and new construction, honestly, guys, there's not enough agents out there doing it. Set yourself up as the expert, and you're just going to continue to know those areas and know the inventory. After a while, it's like anything. When you dive into it and you do it enough, it's just going to come natural to you. So someone's going to go, someone will call you and go, hey, I saw you on Facebook, and I know you had this, I'm looking in this area over here. I saw you had this other deal. Do you know anything about this area? And you go, yeah, of course I do. And then ring off some information. Automatic credibility. You're edifying yourself right away. And then anything you don't know, don't make it up. Like, just say, hey, I'm going to get back to you with that information. What's your best number that I can get a hold of you? Is this your best number? And what's your best email? Because I'm going to email you some stuff on that. And you'll get the information, and then that's how you start building a relationship. So make yourself the expert. Make sure that you're marketing, you're building your database, make sure that you're going after your sphere of influence, and all of this is going to help you get to that $100,000 in the next few months, and believe it, it'll happen. So lots of buyers out there. Make yourself the expert. Go look at those areas, and let's build this business together over the next few months. Keep watching for new videos that are coming, deep dives on every subject, new homes, every subject to do with mindset. Please like this one and subscribe. Make comments on things that you are, it doesn't matter what it is, but in the new home construction, if you've been working it for a while and you have questions in it from a realtor standpoint or from a new home guy standpoint, I worked both sides of it, and I did it for years and years and years, so I know what the builders think. I know what the realtors are thinking and how the clients think. So throw your comments in there, ask the questions. I'll get back to you as quick as I can, and it's going to give us more content for future videos, because there's lots of agents that are probably thinking the same thing. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.